So, the start of week 3. And yeah, a lot of people are by now sitting there like, gone through the box sets. TV stations are changing so that they don't run out of things to show. There's a lot of reruns on. So it feels a bit like the UK, and in actual fact, anywhere in the world, 1971. That's what it feels like, because there's little on the TV, little to do outside, little to do anywhere. So what do? Those of us who have kids at home to home educate are also experiencing the following. The kids are fed up of being indoors. Of course they are. They're so used to their friends, it doesn't mean they love you any less. My son was telling me the other day that he misses running outside at 11 o'clock into the football cage, and he misses exploring the secret garden. It's natural, it's not personal against you. But what it also means, though, is that all those home education packs that were sent home are starting to lose their sparkle. You know, it's no longer exciting being at home, because we're not saying you're back to school in 2 weeks, you're back to school in 3 weeks. We're not saying that anymore, are we? What we're saying is that, have you done today's work? We don't know what to say, really, do we? And it's not even funny, because it's the lack of motivation in most people. And we have to keep young people motivated. We have to get those motivational muscles flexed. How do we do it? Well, here's an idea. This morning we were doing maths, and little by little I got him interested, and he's a person who loves maths, but it was the idea that it wasn't Mr. Richardson who was teaching it, it was Mummy. And Mummy has a different job in my life. She's not my maths teacher. But we soon got over that hurdle, and we moved on to me putting my finger on the button of what does motivate him, and that is a challenge, and the challenge of showing Mummy that she doesn't know as much as me. I'm happy. I'll take that. I'll take that. And you know why I'll take that? Because it keeps him motivated. His sister is 22 now, and she's never loved reading. What I used to do with her in the summer times is, let's go out at the start of the summer and we'd pick 3 books, and we'd have a challenge to see who could read the most of the 3 books in a certain given time. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, and who could write a good review. So I'd make sure when I was picking my books, they were slightly thicker than hers, to keep it interesting for me and to make sure that she won. But that look of how she felt when she beat Mummy is great. I'll buy that every time. What it is about is keeping them happy, keeping them motivated, keeping them aiming for something, because what we always forget is that in a classroom, right, you know, I'm no fan of the 31-person classroom anyway, but it gives them that competition. It gives them that thing to aim for. It gives them that thing to, you know, little Jimmy over there, he knows most things, I'm going to beat him. You know, that's what we're talking about. That is what we want to keep going during this period of time. It's the most we can give them. So I gave him a challenge. 3 minutes, 10 questions on finding fractions of certain amounts. Okay. And he loved it, because I just put it up on the screen, and he could just sit down there and calculate and see how many he got right. And he made one mistake at the end, but it didn't matter, because I made sure that I made a few. What mattered to him was that he beat Mummy. What mattered to him was the challenge, and now he's pumped. Now he's ready for the next thing. So next thing that we give him, and that was the morning activities, The afternoon activities will be creative. So he said he wants to do a collage. Luckily, we have his sister who's doing a fashion degree, so she's got lots of bits of materials and arty stuff around, so he can sit and work with her on that. But what I want to give you ideas about is how to keep those motivated muscles flexed. We can't afford to let them sit there and feel sad about not being at school, because we can't give them an end point for this. What we have to give them the idea of is that at the end of the day, challenge is still out there, and we can put you online with your friends at any time and do an online lesson together. You know, it's what I specialize in anyway, and I'm happy to link them up and do that so that they can experience it. Because school and education does have its little niche, and that niche is to keep those motivated muscles here and here flowing at all times, pumped full of blood. So I will be back tomorrow with some more ideas, but don't forget tomorrow as well, there's the home ed clinic at 7 p.m. live on my profile page, in which we've got a whole panel of people from different businesses who are going to answer your questions free of charge. Free of charge, no obligation, anything you want to know. We've got somebody from SEN, we've got somebody from English, we've got communications, we're putting it out there to help you in this week 3, keep things motivated, keep them learning, keep your mind sane. Have a good day.